Welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family, as well as share information on social media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. 220 days less the Russian invasion of Ukraine. In an interview with the Italian outlet La Repubblica, advisor to the head of the President's Office of Ukraine, Mikhailo Podolyak, said that the negotiations with Russia may resume on the condition that the Russian army leaves the entire territory of Ukraine, including Crimea, reports Radio Liberty. According to him, right now the Kremlin does not want to negotiate, it only launches ultimatums. Podolyak also emphasized that neither Russia's announcement of the annexation of occupied Kherson, Zaporizhia, Lugansk and Donetsk regions, nor the sham referendums held in these territories will change anything for Ukraine. According to him, these regions were and will remain Ukrainian, and the Ukrainian armed forces will fight to liberate them. The site where Russian forces shelled the cars of another humanitarian convoy with civilians, this time in the Kharkiv region, has been discovered yesterday, reports Ukrainska Pravda. At least 24 people have been killed, including a pregnant woman and 13 children, as a result of a Russian attack. Head of the Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, Oleksiy Negubov, said that the attack took place on 25th of September at around 9 a.m. In his evening video address, the President of Ukraine informed that the Ukrainian flag is already in the settlement of Lyman, Donetsk region, where last week occupation forces held a fake referendum on joining Russia. He stressed that every week there will be more of such flags in the region. According to Zelensky, Russians have already started to look for scapegoats to blame for their military failures. He promised that there will be punishment for those who committed the crime of aggression against the independent state of Ukraine. On Saturday, the Russian Defense Ministry stated that its forces would leave Lyman, reports Ukrainska Pravda. They said that this was done due to the threat of encirclement. Later, Ukrainian forces released a video in which they reported that Lyman is liberated and under Ukrainian control. Ukrainian defenders took down Russian flags and put up Ukrainian. The General Staff of Ukraine informs that during the day, Ukrainian units repelled enemy attacks in the areas of Kazachia Lopань, Vyimka, Bakhmutske, Bakhmut, Vesela Dolina and Pervomaiske, eastern Ukraine, reports Union. The enemy continues to suffer losses on Ukrainian soil. In particular, it has been confirmed that the ammunition depot was destroyed in an attack on September 30th in the area of Chernihivka settlement of Zaporizhia region. About 50 enemy military personnel were injured at the site. According to the US Institute for the Study of War, the defeat around Lyman indicates that Russian President Vladimir Putin, who has reportedly been micromanaging Russian commanders on the ground, is deprioritizing defending Lugansk Oblast in favor of holding occupied territories in southern Ukraine, reports Ukrainska Pravda. The experts believe that the decision to send more troops to the south of Ukraine and not to reinforce vulnerable Kupiansk-Lyman front lines was almost certainly Putin's, not that of the military command. The National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine extended the list of sanctioned persons, and now it includes more than 3,600 individuals and legal entities, reports Zerkalo Tizhnya. According to the Ministry of Economy, in particular, the list includes children and relatives of Vladimir Putin and his close circle, representatives of regional and central Russian authorities, oligarchs and their close circle, artists and propagandists, including citizens of Ukraine who work for the enemy. Sanctions have also been approved against foreign citizens, the so-called international observers who participated in fake referendums in the occupied territories of Ukraine. The World Bank on Saturday night announced an additional $530 million to help the government of Ukraine meet urgent needs created by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, reports Interfax Ukraine. The financing is supported by loan guaranteed by the United Kingdom $500 million and Denmark $30 million. If you like what we do and would like to tip us, you can now do so directly to our PayPal. Check out the link in the description to this episode for more details. And as usual, you can subscribe to our Patreon. In gratitude for your help, we will give you access to a series of exclusive episodes on wartime life in Ukraine. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.